viewers are popping on Espresso today. I'm loving the show because we are talking about my favorite thing, and it is popcorn. No cinema experience can be the same without popcorn. But did you actually know that there is a science behind popcorn? As with all things, there's a science behind popcorn as well. And our gadget guru, Grant Hinds, is here to tell us more about that. Over to you, Grant. How are you?
Fantastic. That was a weird link.
I know.
I love popcorn.
Why was it weird, though?
I don't know. It just felt like very newsy.
Okay. All right.
Over to you. Over to you in Alabama. Popcorn is one of the most fascinating things that I have done and cooked in my life.
All right.
And it's placed a very big hole where I was saving lots of money at one stage, and I used to eat popcorn religiously for dinner. But don't do that; it's very unhealthy.
To save money,
would murder me. To save money. Anyway, you usually have popcorn like this. You get these dry kernels, if you're not familiar with making it, and you turn it into this.
All right.
So it is amazing change. Obviously, this is very hard. It's a seed. This is just like a corn seed, mini seed.
Now take us from the process from there to there.
Okay, so what happens in this process is that there's a lot of moisture and starch inside the seed. And when you put it under extreme heat, what happens is that the starch becomes a jelly and then explodes and then dries as this foamy-like substance inside the popcorn. And we can do some shots of it in slow motion so you can get a great grasp of what that process is like and how it's done. And you can see there's nothing added to the popcorn and there's nothing taken away from the popcorn. It's just changing form. So it's still as healthy and delicious as it was when it was like that.
Wonderful. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And there are many different ways of cooking popcorn.
Okay, let's take a look at our first one.
So obviously this is your traditional ring a rose popcorn maker that you get at the cinema. There's an aluminium cast iron pot in the middle, and inside there it's got this lid, as you can see, that pops over. And as the popcorn expands in size, and the heat obviously from the popcorn being made, it overflows into this massive container. And the amount of popcorn that this can feed is 50 people,
Up
roughly.
to 50 people.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I need one of these at my house.
About 3 of me and 50 normal people. And you can continually carry on making popcorn. So just top this thing up and carry on going. So it's great if you've got a youth group or you're having a carnival. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's great to set up for.
Awesome stuff. And then there's a little vintage one that you can also get if you don't want to have one that's as big as this.
So if you want a movie night at your house, and you want to still have the look and feel of this, you can get little mini ones like that you can keep on your counter at home and get the vibe, get the gears going inside your house.
That's it.
And get the smell. You know, one of those things. It's just that smell of popcorn inside your home.
I love it. Nothing beats the smell of fresh popcorn. Okay, now this one looks familiar because I actually have the exact same one except in white at my house.
This is my popcorn maker.
Yes.
I love it. This is thanks, Mom, for Christmas. It's great. This popcorn maker uses air. There's no oil in the process. What you do is you put a full one of these jobbies up, you put some raw popcorn in. It uses hot air blasting in a concentric circle, which pops the popcorn. Remember, it just needs that heat, and then it overflows, sort of like that, into a bowl that you've placed over there. You can melt some butter on the top here. Mike Steadicam has given his pro tip advice and pour it over the popcorn.
I like this. This is also a healthier alternative if you don't want to use oil.
It's healthier, it's cleaner. Remember, you don't have to wipe all that oil away, but arguably not as tasty.
Yeah, it's a little chewy. Definitely a lot of chewy. Okay, so I also know that you'll be talking about a thing called the Poppinator, which is a lot more fun if these haven't impressed you. Okay?
Yes, okay, so the Poppinator is a concept machine that exists in concept, really. What it does is it uses audio cues that you have to the machine up to about 15 feet.
Wow.
And you can command this popcorn maker to shoot popcorn into your mouth from wherever you're sitting, and it's an incredible way to improve that business deal. When you sign a business deal, have one of those in your office and be like, deal is done, and pop that popcorn across the room and eat it. It's like a boss.
I'm sorry, so what you're saying is you just say the word pop, and this thing anywhere in the room is going to locate your voice and then shoot this. Let's try it, okay? Say pop.
Pop.
Hi. Oh my gosh! That just happened!
That's
Dude,
worse.
that is insane! Okay, cool.
I'm like a cat. I'm like Kune.
And then possibly one of my favorite and most convenient ones has to be microwave popcorn, right?
Okay, this is not my favorite, but it is a great way of doing popcorn. It's got the popcorn inside with all the oils that you need. And the inside of the packet is lined with wax, so it prevents the popcorn from burning. You put it in, you lie flat, you open it up, and remember, it needs room to expand.
Yes.
I mean, because there's a lot of moisture in it, all that steam, remember, be very, very careful. When you take this out of the oven, it'll look like this. It'll pop and expand in size, and there'll be a ton of steam. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to just pull it at the sides, let some of the steam escape and cool down, because steam is really dangerous. It can really seriously burn you.
That's right.
And then you have a really convenient packet to eat your popcorn out of. It's really not as healthy. It's probably the least healthy alternative.
It's got a lot of butter in it, but most people like to eat it in the packet or just have one of these containers to pop it in there, and then you can just sit and enjoy your movie experience.
Yeah, get one of these at home and just invite friends over, have some social times.
Well, there you go. If you do prefer the old-fashioned manner like a lot of us, we are once again in the kitchen making another popcorn delight, and I'm going to try the Poppinator one more time with Grant.
No,
Grant,
you,
say
no,
pop.
no, it's your turn.
Ah!